So, James Gunn's Superman sounds terrible. We're getting some information about it now. If you didn't know, the world was shocked today, last night, kind of, when James Gunn revealed the whole slate is being wiped clean. The entire Snyderverse gone. That's not that much of a shock. And it's not a bad idea. The bad idea is not setting it up to transition to a new slate. That, I think, is the bad idea. Because that's what pisses people off. Because just years and years of investment gone down the drain. Not only that, physical money investment down the drain. You have The Flash, Aquaman 2, Blue Beetle, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, all these movies coming out next year and the year after, and gone. There's just no point watching them now. There's absolutely no point in watching those films. Without the transitional approach, there is utterly no point. No incentive. But anyway, like I said, so we got some information. It comes to us actually from a Variety article. So this is the article here. It's not an incredible article by any stretch, but you know, it's got some information from sources that sort of revealed little tidbits of information. So James Gunn is writing this new Superman film. He's not planning on directing it. They said that he still hasn't found a director. And Henry Cavill is apparently eyed to play a different DC character. Which, side note, for anyone that may have a good idea... I look really red today. Goddamn saturation. Anyone who has a good idea on who he should play, drop it down below. Would be like curious to see what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Who can Henry Cavill play moving forwards in the DC universe? I mean, he's nearly 40. That matters. You know, you do age out of characters. And this is the thing. I'm not trying to say that they shouldn't wipe the slate clean. They absolutely should. It is a mess. But it's a comic book. You have the means to do it in a way which is smart. Just do it at the end of The Flash. Like, just do that. You know? Like, there's ways of doing it. Have the Flashpoint paradox happen. It wrecks the whole universe. Have a different Flash step into a brand new universe. Be met with Henry Cavill playing another character. I mean, there's so many ways about doing this. And then, whoo, swoops in a new Superman. There's so many different ways. But they just went the whole, nuking it. So anyway, right, let's have a look. Okay, so obviously this is the tweet. He said, Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which we couldn't be more over the moon about, and we'll be able to share some exciting information about our first projects at the beginning of the new year. Among those on the slate is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill, but we just had a great meeting with Henry, and we're big fans, and we talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future. I hope they're offering him like a lot of money, because it doesn't look good. I mean, look, he was told by Warner Brothers to announce it that he was back, right? He was told to announce it. Warner Brothers told him he was back. And it's interesting because he said that he's been working on this for months. So Warner Brothers really screwed Henry Cavill over, because James Gunn has apparently been working on this new Superman movie for months. And yet Warner Brothers, and they knew that, and they still told Henry Cavill to announce he was back as Superman. Like, how absolutely ridiculous is that? Now, sources close to DC told Variety that Gunn and his co-president Peter Safran and Cavill met recently and are all energized to find something in the comic book universe for Cavill to tackle. But what's the incentive for him to come back? But anyway, whatever. Here's the information about James Gunn's terrible Superman movie. And it does sound terrible, by the way. Just from the perspective of, like, because people are like, we need to know his early... Like, we've seen early Superman. We've seen it in Smallville. We saw it in Man of Steel. People want to see Superman. They want to see Superman being Superman. Can you imagine watching, like, a Judge... I was going to say Judge Dredd origin story. That does sound quite interesting, to be honest. The early life of Judge Dredd. Damn. But Superman's not that interesting. We've seen it, alright? Forget I said about Judge Dredd. But anyway, Gunn has been at work on the new Superman story for some time, insiders say, and the script will focus on the character's life as a cub reporter. Fuck off. In the fictional city of Metropolis, audiences will encounter him meeting key characters like colleagues Lois Lane, insiders added. Oh, there we go. We're gonna see him starting at the Daily Planet again, meeting Lois Lane again. We've seen this. It's like Gotham. Honestly, this sounds so poo. Additionally, Variety sources said that the new Gunn project will not... This is the other fucking annoying thing. James Gunn is like, oh yeah, we'll just wipe that slate clean. J.J. Abrams, Ta-Nehisi Coates. Ta-Nehisi Coates is a person. Notorious racist as well, by the way. Hates white people. Compared them to like dogs and stuff like this. Real awful man. And an idiot. But anyway, their Black Superman movie still underway. Still going. Fuck Cavill. Get J.J. Abrams back and a notorious racist writer. That's fine. Alright then. Great. Still in active development. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't wait. Oh, doesn't this just sound... Does this fill you with, like, just joy? Does it make you feel real good about everything? I'm sure. Yes, love it. Cavill isn't the only star. So, you have Ben Affleck, apparently. He's like, yeah, I'd like to come and direct some stuff. Like, fine, cool. I don't think he's, like, he's a fine director. He's not exceptional. He's fine as a director. It'll be interesting to see, you know, what they do. But yeah, never mind. We'll see what happens with all of this stuff. I think this sounds super poop. So basically, Snyderverse is dead. James Gunn's new Superman project sounds terrible. Young Superman, young reporter meeting. God, meet Lois Lane again because we need to see that story again. I'm surprised I haven't made him gay. Like we've just seen this story before, so what are you going to do that's different? Honestly, it's not interesting by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I'm just looking at this now and I'm just like, goodness me. Goodness me. Disappointing because they should have been able to phase it out properly. Giving everyone what they want. In universe, you can do that. Anyway, they're not. So, who do you think Henry Cavill should play? Let me know down below.